Well, we have what's surely going to be a thrilling game in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The anticipation is palpable. Don't go anywhere. All the action next.
A warm welcome to North London for a meeting of the North and the West of England's capital city. I'm Guy Mowbray.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armoury, and it's been a week or so. I obviously didn't do any content for the Wolves game. I was otherwise indisposed. Had plans that had been on the cards for Saturday for a while, so I kind of knew at some point I wouldn't be doing the preview or the match reaction for this. But yeah, we're back. Chelsea on Tuesday. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this one. I did manage to watch the second half of Wolves. We won the game 2-0. From what I saw, it felt like quite a good disciplined performance, particularly I only saw the second half, but I know that there are a lot of fans out there saying that they felt like the performance wasn't good. But I think in a situation like this where the pressure's on, after the sort of loss to Aston Villa and then crashing out the Champions League like we did, I think this is almost a perfect scenario to sort of go into that next game. And Molineux is not an easy place to go to, and we managed to win the game 2-0. So now we are back at the top of the table by a point, from what I understand. And I think City don't play again until next Sunday, from what I remember. Let me just have a look. City don't play until... Oh no, they don't play until Thursday. So we would have played before them with this game that I'm previewing now. I'm worried about this game for two reasons. One, apart from last season, I always feel like Chelsea turn up regardless of what form they're in. I always feel like they put on a performance against Arsenal. You saw how well they played against us at Stamford Bridge. I know it finished 2-2 in the end. But yeah, they were pretty much the better team for most of the game, from what I remember. And of recent, they've been winning games in style. They've had 3 wins and 3 draws in the last 5 games. Mind you, they've all been quite, apart from the Everton game where they won 6-0, they've all been quite narrow wins. So they beat Newcastle 3-2. Obviously, I actually watched the second half of that game, or the majority of the game, against Manchester United, that they won 4-3. I think they won that game because Manchester United defensively was so poor. I didn't see the Newcastle game, so I'm not too sure. And Everton are a very mixed bag at this moment in time. Despite the fact, Everton are sitting a point, 2 points above the relegation zone. I think they've had they've been one of those teams that have been very, very, very mixed this season under Sean Dyche. So I don't know whether to be worried about Chelsea's form or whether I can say, but at the same time, it's like you only beat who's in front of you. I think at the start of the season, if the time we played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, where they, as I said, turned it on, they were in dire straits. They were very much like a lot of the teams in the Premier League. They were very sort of mixed bag. They were very inconsistent results. But of late, they've been pulling performances left, right and centre. I didn't see the FA Cup semi-final against City yesterday. I know City won 1-0. But from what I heard that they were probably the better team for at least an hour. And probably should have been 2-0 up in the first 15 minutes or something. So I don't necessarily think that this is going to be as easy as it was last season, because last season it was, I have to be honest, I don't like saying this, but it was easy work last season, the 3-1 win at the Emirates. This season, I'm not too sure. You've got Cole Palmer, who seems to be lighting fires at the moment. 4 goals in that game against Everton. He seems to be scoring left, right and centre. I think he's level on goals scored with Erling Haaland at the moment. I think on 20. I think they're both on 20 at the moment, and it's insane, you know. And to be fair, like, Man City are probably kicking themselves that they got rid of him, because I remember he scored the goal that put Man City in the lead in the Community Shield, and he looked like a live wire when he came on then. So the fact that they sold him was such a shock, because normally Pep doesn't do things like that. They sold him, and he seems to be the person leading the charge to take Chelsea back to where they want. I hope it doesn't happen, obviously, because I'm an Arsenal fan and I can't stand Chelsea. But yeah, he might be the one to bring them back up again. I think defensively they can be got at. I don't think their defense is good. They've got 3 young players, and they've obviously got Thiago Silva, who's a beast. Don't get me wrong, but he's obviously aging. So I think they can be got at. It's just that the home advantage sort of works in our favour. I just think, again, like I always say with Arsenal, I think we need to start early. The thing I've noticed this season, because I've pretty much watched every game of Arsenal this season that's been on TV, and I've noticed that if we don't start well, like Villa was a very good example of that. If we don't start well, we don't normally do well. And I think if we start well and we get a goal early, I think it will be ours for the taking. I think it would be very, if we do, I think this is one of those things on a knife edge, because we need to win pretty much every game between now and the end of the season. It's a very, very hard run in, as I've said at length, and as everybody said at length. But I think these next 2 games, Chelsea at home, Spurs away, I think are really important, especially this one. You know, the North London derby is always important for every Arsenal fan and to every Spurs fan, but I still think that this one is important, because if we win, we go, well, I mean, Liverpool are playing today at Fulham. So let's say Liverpool win that, which I think they will. Let me just share the table, which I seem to have gotten into the habit of doing recently. So yeah. So if Liverpool win today, they'll be on 73, and they will go above. Oh no, they'll remain in 3rd, so they'll go on 73. If we beat Chelsea, we'll go to 77, and if City beat Brighton, they'll go to 76. So we'll still be ahead of them. And that's the thing. The reason why I'm saying we need to win this game. I mean, we need to win every game, but this one specifically, because this is the point where we can kind of gain a little bit of ground over City and Liverpool, and it could be sort of the points difference. The fact that we've got such a good goal difference at the moment really works in our favour. We're 7 over Man City, and I think we're 9 over Liverpool. So unless, you know, City start beating every team 6-1 or 6-0 for the rest of the season, I think at the moment we've sort of got the advantage goal difference wise. So you know, unless we don't drop points between or concede more goals between now and the end of the season, you know, that sort of is another thing to look at. But yeah, I think if we manage to pull off a win against Chelsea and go into that North London derby like potentially 1 point clear of Man City, it stands in good stead. And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to say this now. I'm actually not going to do any more predictions for the rest of the season, just because I'm really not sure. I'm not sure that we can win every game between now and the end of the season, and I don't know what's going to happen with the other 2 teams. So, yeah, I mean, I can see them all dropping points. I mean, I know after the Villa game, there was a lot of doom and gloom saying that City have won the league and all this sort of stuff, and that the league's over. But I don't think it's as simple as that. I don't think that City have been as consistent, or as performance-wise at least, I don't think they've been as good as they were last season. But also, I don't necessarily believe that they can go the final 6 games unbeaten. I still think Liverpool can drop points as well. So I don't know what's going to happen, and it's looking like, I mean, this might be, you know, tempting fate, but it's looking like it's going to go down to that Man United game, which I really didn't want. It's already going down to the Spurs game, I think. Obviously, if we lose on Tuesday, it's going to look like all eyes are going to be on Brighton on Thursday. If we lose or draw to Chelsea, all eyes are going to be on Brighton to do something against City, and then we'll see what happens after that. If we win, however, it's like, well, it will go down. It will be the North London derby, and then it's sort of like we've got one game that people would say would probably be easy against Bournemouth at home after the North London derby. But I think, yeah, these 2 games, Chelsea and Spurs, are huge. I think if we manage to get to Bournemouth with 6 points, that will be hopefully stand us in really good stead. We'll just have to see how we go, basically. I don't know. As I say, I'm not going to make any more predictions for the rest of the season, because I just think it does more harm than good, and most of the time I'm wrong anyway. So I think we can win. I think we're a better team than Chelsea on paper, and by league position, we're a better team than Chelsea. But for some reason, they always seem to turn it on against us, and you know, they're in a worse state. Sorry, I just muted the mic by accident there. They're in a worse state than they are now. At the start of the season when we played them at Stamford Bridge, and they managed to get a point. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, it's going to be easy work. But let's see what happens. I feel like we can win it, but I'm so nervous about every game now that I just don't want to sit here and say, yeah, we're definitely going to win. So I'm going to leave it there. I will be back after the game on Tuesday. So as always, take care and stay safe.
Odegaard.
Celebrating your birthday. Happy birthday, Jay, from all of your friends.
Martinelli. Havertz. The crowd urging him to shoot. Can he finish? And ready for it coming his way. It's put into the middle. Game on! 2 goals down and totally outplayed. But they've turned this match completely on its head.
Well, let's take another look at this. It's a decent delivery into the box, and all the forward has to do is get on the end of it, which he does so well. It's a really nice finish.
So it's now 2-2 as the ball gets rolling again.
Havertz.
And the pass is incomplete, nicely won, and delivered into the middle. And the goalkeeper does what he's there to do.
Number 24, Reece Nelson.
Short corner it is. Still a chance off the keeper.
Well, the atmosphere is loud in here. The fans are doing all they can to urge the team on. They should be winning this.
This is a good run. Now, can he pick out the right option? This for the lead. Oh, he caught that with everything he's got, but it's missed the target.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka.
If you look at the stats, they show just what an entertaining game it's been. There's been plenty of chances at both ends, and hopefully we don't see a drop-off in the tempo now.
Saka. Chelsea have possession again. Chelsea going through the gears. Options available in the middle. Arsenal with width here. This looks really good. Could we see a winning goal? What a chance! And it's in! They look dead and buried, but this is truly one of the great comebacks. Can they see this out now?
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They were so quick to get out from the back, and I couldn't see him missing from there. He made a strong connection. It's a nice goal, that.
And the game restarts with very little time left for any more drama. Sterling. Beaten easily here. Now, can he get the cross in? Well, any chance has gone for now. And the ref has played advantage here. And play stopped for the free kick, with no advantage ensuing. Switched on and ready to intercept there. This is a positive move as they seek that equaliser. Great chance here. Saved but not cleared. I don't know how he didn't score. Great defending. Oh, it's a penalty. What a costly decision this could prove to be, with time running out. And the ref will take his name too.
Well, I don't think he had any choice, did he? It's a silly decision.
This to level it up. And they have paid the penalty. It's been dispatched.
Well, we can see it here again. He's given the keeper the eyes, sent him completely the wrong way. Makes for a relatively simple finish in the end, but it's a good penalty, this.
So it's 3 each now as the ball gets rolling again. Now, if they score from this, they'll surely win the game. This could be it. And that should do it. A late goal. And more than likely a winning goal.
Well, here's the replay. Despite lots of pressure from the defender, he manages to hold him off, gets his shot away. It's a good goal, that.
And away we go again at 4-3. Thiago Silva. Sterling. Now there might be a chance to level things. And that's a shame for them, nothing doing. Arsenal showing good width now. Eddie Nketiah. Oh, a great chance. And that's nicely won to see off the threat. And it's all over with the Arsenal fans able to celebrate the win and the 3 points.
Yeah, well, it really could have gone either way. It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end.
A more than satisfactory display put on out there by Martin Ødegaard today. Plenty to admire.
Yeah, I'm sure the coaching staff will be happy with him, and his teammates got a positive result, and he certainly took his goal well.